Hello, so for today's video, this is going to be the final look for the Pure and RawBeautyKristi collection. So I have done 6 videos already, so they're basically 7 videos back to back is what I'm trying to say. So I'll leave the 6 down below and then I'll leave like a few in the eye because obviously we don't want 6 eyes popping up throughout this video, it's just too much. So yes, I do have both sets of lashes as well. I'm not going to be using Lovely through this one. I'm going to be using Can't Be Bothered because I realised I don't particularly like Lovely. Like, they're fine, but they're not for me. Just not for my eye shape. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them. But Can't Be Bothered are beautiful, so we're going to use those lashes today. So yes, obviously you go back as well, you'll see videos, and in the first video there'll be swatches, prices, all of that good stuff, close-ups, so you can get a whole good look at that. So this video is going to be like using the colourful and then the neutral side, so we can get like a whole vibe from both sides of the palette. So with the colourful side you'll see that it's this holographic, so when you open it up obviously it's colourful, and then you get like this gold, sort of rose gold colour, and that's your neutral side. So in yesterday's video I done like this sort of pink cut creasy kind of look, and while it was beautiful, the issue I'm having with the palette is that the match transfer, which I find weird. Like, I've never ever had that with a palette before. Shimmers I can understand because they're sort of like this wet formula, so if it transfers, you know, obviously when I'm looking up because of my eye shape it's going to go up, that's fine. But from matte it was literally like, it was like liner, and it was here and it literally come down all onto my glitter, and I was like a bit like, I don't know, like I'm not pleased about that. Like, to me a matte shouldn't be doing that. Like, a matte's a matte, you know, like it's stay proof. I also found that I had the issues with the green colours as well, which was Garden State and Hurtful, which was the third look. Other than that, the palette is really, really beautiful. I mean, there's some beautiful like mattes in here. I would have preferred, well, personally me, I would have loved like just one extra shimmer, but I mean, so many palettes nowadays have like about 10 shimmers and then 2 mattes, and it's really irritating. And I'm going into like a big rant before I do the makeup look, but I wanted to give you like my final review before I sort of just turn off and not talk about it, or like if I'm doing looks with it they might not be on camera and stuff. So yeah, I do actually like this side with just the one shimmer, and this shimmer is beautiful, by the way. Just because you have like this whole rainbow, super beautiful. I did have issues with like this shade and then My Whole Heart as well, I think it is, on this side. I find that I can use them, but if I go in heavy with it, it's almost like it bunches up, it goes weird. So very light hand with those. Obviously because it is a pressed pigment palette, it's not an eyeshadow palette, so I do expect that kind of I don't know how to explain it, but you do get like this kind of weird texture because it's so pigmented, but it's, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's sort of how I wanted to end the video. Well, not end it because I haven't even started the look, but obviously I'm going to do like this yellow, because I have like this shade, the Camelot shade, and then I want to have like the yellow from the other side go out like smoky liner kind of thing. I've got something in my head, so we're going to zoom you in and get a closer look. The other way. Okay, so I've already done brow highlight, primed the lids, and I've stuck some tape down. So all of the products I'm wearing were listed in the bottom bar, so you can go and check them out. So let's get started. So I think I'm going to take the neutral side, and I'm going to take Camelot first, which is this beautiful mustard shade. It is truly beautiful. And I'm going to take it on a Spectrum B06, and we're just going to, quite messy, just put this all throughout the crease and all over the lid. Like, how pretty would just this be on the lid and just a liner? Like, these colours are so beautiful. It's just, even like all of these shades you could do something like that, especially with like the colour side. Literally just throw one of these shades on, a liner, some lashes, and you're good to go. And that's why I think this palette is really, really beautiful. It's because I feel like you can't really get that with many palettes, like, especially because the brights are bright but they're not bright, if that makes sense. Like they're not like, oh, this is like super pink, like it's got this pink, but I don't say dull because that sounds awful, but like this muted down look. And I feel like she kept that in mind for people that don't really wear colour as well, because you might be a little bit intimidated by colour. So it's like, oh, we have like this muted colour, and then you can add the white to lighten the colour as well. So I'm just going to further blend that out, taking the Crown Brush C429. Just make sure that's nice and blended. Make sure it's going out towards the tape as well. So now we're going to flip over to the bright side and take Dandelion, which is obviously the yellow. And I'm going to take it on a blush tribal brush. This is this nice short angled brush. And we're just going to draw a wing on. And then when I get to this outer corner, I'm just going to almost like stamp it here. Just like sort of above my crease. You can't see it all that well because obviously it's like yellow on yellow, but I'm really going to pack it on. Almost like we've made like this kind of V shape with it, and then just sort of take that shade and just buff it slightly through, so it looks like we've blended the shades in. And then just buff slightly. You can always go back in and add as well, like don't feel like you sort of can't add the colour back through. I'm actually going to take a little bit of Amber Orange as well, just to really sort of add a punch, because I feel like we've done yellow on yellow, so you can't kind of see it, but I just want that little bit extra sort of added zing. So I've just removed away the tape, so I will clean up some of the mess, but I'm just going to take my finger and take a dabble of Golden Ticket and just like pat this over just slightly. I just want like this a little bit of shimmer just to really make it pop. And then this is the eyes done. So obviously I need to just clean up some of the mess and stuff, so I'm going to do that off camera with applying lashes. So these are the Can't Be Bothered, and yeah, I just love these. I think these are super beautiful. I honestly thought I was going to love Lovely more than these, but these just, yeah, they do it for me. So yeah, I'm going to clean the mess, put lashes on, put the rest of my face on as well, lips, all of that stuff, and then we'll come back and we'll finish off the eyes. Okay, so the rest of my face is on, so obviously, like I said, everything will be listed on the bottom bar. Lips, face, eyes, well, you know what the eyes are, so don't matter. So I'm going to take the same blush tri brush and I'm going to mix. I'm actually going to take Dandelion first and just push this along the bottom. Just taking it about halfway in because we're going to do some buffing to like drag it through anyway, because I don't want it to be too stand out at the front. And then mix a little bit of Amber Orange. Then just taking this crown brush and just buffing. Then flipping over and taking Camelot and just buff that along as well. Then I'm just going to take the Ochre and Feeling Myself highlighting palette. I don't think they sell this little palette anymore, but you can get all the shades that are in here. So we have Rodeo Drive, Pillow Talk, like this pointing behind, you can't see anything. Rodeo Drive, Pillow Talk and Blissful. So Blissful is the one that I've taken over the face, so it's the one I'm going to use on the inner corner as well. Then to finish it up with some mascara, so this is the KVD Go Big or Go Home, but you're literally going to see none of this, you're going to see it top of my head. And then this is the completed look. So I love these kind of like almost graphic liner-ish kind of things. Like I just feel like it really opens up the eye, and just it's like you can go for any colours, you can go for browns, oranges, pinks, reds, whatever you fancy, and you can get this beautiful look. Yeah, the shimmers in this palette are so beautiful, by the way. Like I'm looking and it's just so reflective. They're just wet, they're just yeah, really, really gorgeous. I think that's why I think I'd prefer like one extra one in there, just for that like wetness. But yes, this obviously completes the end of the 7 days back-to-back video. I do have the NYX Tutorials and Beauty Bay palette, so that will be coming. Also, think I did say in the previous video that I was going to do like 3 looks with the Natasha Denona bronze palette, because obviously obviously Natasha Denona is very expensive, but like the Beauty Bay one's like, you know, £25 and stuff, and it's just like reasonable. But I still like to do like 3 looks. Obviously I done like 7 with the RawBeautyKristi, and I also done Tati Beauty like ages ago, because they're like palettes that I really, really love and I really want, and I want to showcase some love on. So that's why I typically do that kind of thing. And then usually other palettes I do like 3 looks and stuff, so you still get a whole different look from the palettes, and you can then I can also see how other colours work, because it's not just I'm using this once and oh yeah, it's brilliant, and you know, like thrown away, never used again. I want to give it a fair chance in my review and stuff like that. So yes, this completes the video. I